Hey guys, it's James. Sorry for my appearance. I've got me a beard going because we just been working so much lately. Just don't even have time to shave when I get in. I'm trying to run my company plus do Uber Eats at night, and I'm telling you, it's tough. I mean, it's not hard like labor intense work, doing the Uber Eats after work, which is labor intense, building fences, cutting down trees, stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, some of these neighborhoods, like, they have no center stripes on the roads. Uh, we're in a part of East Texas where it's a heavily populated Hispanic area, which, is cool with me. But the problem is, I don't know why they don't their roads I mean, they're paved, but they have holes and dips. I mean, if you hit one of those holes in your vehicle, you're probably going to be replacing your wheel bearing or tire rod, something. And I just don't understand, why they are doing their neighborhoods like that. Um, like I said, I keep my political views and open border views and things to myself, but I'm a veteran. I've had friends of every race, creed, color you can think of. Still do to this day. In the military, we were brothers then. I guarantee you. We depended on each other, and it didn't matter when bullets started flying. It didn't matter what color you were next to me. I had your back, and you had mine. And that's the way. That's the way it is. If you're in this country legally, I think, hey, great. But if you're in it, there's no telling who came through these borders. I'm sorry, under Biden's administration. I'm not talking about Hispanic populations either. I'm talking about, cartels. I'm talking about people from all different, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, and the terrorist organizations that are over here, in Afghanistan. Like I said, being in the military and doing the job that I did, which was, it was tough on the family and stuff because we had to be ready to go. We're supposed to be anywhere in the world within 24 hours, and that's what we had to be prepared for. So when the phone rang, if we were on leave, if we were just got off work, guess what? You're coming back. And you're going and you're doing, your job. And that's what I signed up for. I loved it at the time, but, I was 19 to 25 years old back then. I'm in my 40s now, and I look back on some of the things we did, and I'm like, this is the United States. We're supposed to be the big superpower and all this stuff, but sometimes I feel like we're bullies, the whole country. Sometimes I feel like, why are we being affected by these small countries and things that are going on there when we shouldn't have any interest in them with it at all? Who's really pulling the strings? Just there's a guy that I really respect. His name is Nick Irving, and they call him the Grim Reaper. He was an Army Ranger as well, a sniper, and I'm telling you, that dude is awesome. And I have nothing bad to say about him. Some of his views I agree with, some of them I don't. But everybody can't agree on everything. But all in all, I think he's a good person. I think he did what he thought he needed to do at the time for his country, and I can totally relate with him. Him and I have a lot in common. But um, you know, I went from making really good money. We had a contract to just one day I got a phone call. Hey, everything's ended. Boom, that's it. And believe me, I'm fighting, clawing at everything I can do to get this new company where I had the other one, which it took me probably 2 years, to get the other one straight. And I'm just getting to the age now to where I'm tired of starting over with these property preservation companies. I'm working for a really good one right now, but the work is not, the jobs aren't as big as what we used to have. But I'm building. Checks are getting bigger, so. But we almost lost everything, and I had to fight to keep it. And we did lose some things, but guess what? Material things can always be replaced. Family can't, and that's what my main goal is. I keep a roof over my family's head and raise my grandbabies. And my wife and I have been married for going on 30 years. And next September will be 30 years. 30 years. God almighty. I met her in high school when we were 15 years old. We've been together ever since. We were friends for 2 years. So from 17 to now. And we had a little boy at 17, my son. He's a grown man now. So it's crazy. But I don't want to bore you guys with the stories. I was going to make a video about Uber Eats. It's pretty cool, you just have to be careful what orders you take, and I've learned that I need to go to certain parts of towns before I actually log on. That way I'm getting the orders in the areas that, I'm going to get the bigger tips in, which obviously is, I was going to stay closer to home at first, but closer to home is a lot of like country roads because we're in a rural area. Very, very hard to see at night, and I don't usually get off work till around 4:30 or 5. It'll be nice when the time changes. It'll be really nice because I'll be able to see a lot better. I'm getting older now, and I just don't even go out at night anymore, hardly. I mean, it's crazy. I just, I don't have night blindness or anything, but man, the lights. When I got my driver's license in the late 90s on my 16th birthday, man, all these lights and stuff like that these people put in the cars now, DPS would have everybody pulled over back then. But now it's like people go as fast as they want to, and they put as many lights on their vehicle as they can. And it seems like they're trying to blind each other, and they wonder why there's wrecks. I mean, there's wrecks 24/7 around us, but Uber Eats overall, I think is pretty fair. I think their pay is pretty decent for what they do. For what they're asking us to do for it. As long as you have a vehicle that gets, pretty good gas mileage, then you can make some money, and it's really helped us here. I've only been doing it for about a week now, but I'll tell you what, it's about, we're working about 3 hours a night, making about $100, which is helping the next day. I fill up my truck $50 in the morning, then I got $50 to, buy nails or screws or caulking or paint or just little stuff that I need to buy to do, the jobs that we do. So it helps. So Uber Eats overall, I'd say is pretty good deal. I've got DoorDash I've signed up for too, but I haven't tried it yet. Other than that, Uber Eats, like I said, I wanted to make a video about it. It's, a lot of driving, but if you have a good driving record, good, criminal background history and all that stuff, I think it'd be a good thing for you. If you want to make some extra money, like I said, I bet if you put in, like me, I started work at 5 o'clock this morning, I got off at 9 tonight, so that's what, 16 hours plus. I didn't even took a shower yet, fixing to. And that's a long day, but you gotta do what you gotta do now. Everything's so expensive, as you know. I just cannot believe. I went in and bought a 20-ounce Diet Coke, and they're $3.29 or more now, and that is it just blows my mind. So I hope everybody out there is making it good, and I wish everybody nothing but the best. And thank you very much for watching my videos and being a subscriber. I do plan on making a lot better vehicles. I just got to get to where I can, afford a good GoPro that's worth it. I'm not going to buy a junky one that's just going to make, crappy videos anyway. I've got a lot of interesting stuff that we do during the day. Things that we find in some of these foreclosures that we work on, that we clean out and stuff like that, that you guys would probably love to see. And I'm going to be showing that to you guys shortly. It'll be coming up in the next month or so, I promise. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good night. I hope everybody stays safe. I don't really throw around the word blessed a lot, because a lot of people rip you off after they bless you. But I'll just tell everybody to be careful wherever they go, and just be safe, and you know, try to look at everything with, you know, love and as much as you can. It's hard. It's hard for me. I struggle with it, but I'm trying to change. I used to be really mean, and I've changed my ways a lot. You know, my grandbabies really changed me for the better, and I just want to be a better person. So, you know, I'm try to help who I can, and you know, you can only do so much. You can't help everybody. You got to help yourself too. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Peace out as always, and peace and love. I guess that's all I gotta say. Maybe a little rock and roll, but mostly country music for me. All right. Hope you guys have a good night, and thank you again. All right. Bye.